Can we, while alive, check out what happens to us when we die physically? Yes, it is possible. And that is the secret that these mystics and saints, enlightened saints, have shared with us. That you can die while living and tell the story from your own experience. Not necessarily to others, at least to yourself. You can tell the story that death does not mean death for you, it means death for the body. How do you die while living? In the Gospels, Paul says, I die daily. It doesn't mean that he's physically dying. It means experiencing death every day. Anybody can do it. It's not a rare event. If you want to do it, you can do it. And what's the secret of doing it is? To pretend you are dead. One of the greatest Maharishis, a great saint in India, Raman Maharishi, discovered the truth. When he was very sick and physically dying, and he only one servant who was attending on him, he left for an errand, and he was calling him, and the servant wasn't there. And Raman got frightened that I am going to die, and nobody is around me. Then he said, after all, what will be death? And he pretended to die. He stretched his arms and his legs, created an artificial rigor mortis that this is what will happen. And everything he tried to imitate, my breathing will stop. Then he said, but who am I talking then? I am talking more cleverly now and more carefully now, more loudly now than I was doing when I was not dead. By pretending to be dead, I found out I don't die. And from there he started his search about death and became an enlightened person later on. If we can pretend to be dead, full pretense, it can work. But to pretend to be dead, to simulate all the elements of death, is not easy. Therefore, as a practice of dying while living, these mystics have given us, these saints have given us a very good formula. They have said that death does not take place simultaneously all over the body. Death creeps upon you from the extremities upwards, goes to the torso, ultimately goes into the brain. When brain is dead, then you are dead. Till then, you can lose the consciousness and sensation of your extremities, of your body, of your torso. Feel you are floating in the air, and still you are there. Only when the brain dies, when the head where you are operating from, when that dies, where consciousness operates from, then you are dead. So, these mystics have suggested, what is making us alive is our awareness that we have a body. Our awareness that we have hands and feet and our body. Our awareness that we have eyes to see. Our awareness that we have ears to hear. And through these awarenesses, we are aware there is another world outside, a physical world, which we are accessing now. What if we withdraw this awareness? If we withdraw this awareness, wouldn't be able to come back to the same point where death takes us? Now, how does withdrawal of awareness take place? They examine further what is creating the awareness. The awareness is being created by the power of a small probe in awareness called attention. When we put attention on something, we create it. At least we create the experience of it. And that is why our attention is flowing from the head right all through the body, creating the experience and feeling of a body. And from the body and its sense perceptions, we are having experience of an outside world. What if I close my eyes and close my ears? Don't want to listen to what's happening outside, don't want to see what's happening outside. And then I want to close my limbs also so that I only work in the head. Is it possible? Yes. If attention is creating all these experiences, we can work with withdrawing our attention. Attention can be put anywhere you like. When we read a book, we put our attention on the book and read it. We are not conscious what is happening around us. Very little attention is outside to become aware of there is some surrounding around us, a permanent physical world around us. But the attention is on the book which we are reading. We can put attention on a flower and watch it. We can put attention on a person and forget. We can go to a concert and watch different musical instruments playing, put attention on the drums, they become louder, others become less. There's no change there. Our attention has picked up something and made us unaware of the rest. This principle is the secret of discovering yourself. This principle of using attention properly is the secret of discovering yourself. Instead of putting attention on things outside, on the body, put your attention from where the attention is originating, right to the brain, in the head. Now you can localize it even more. You can even pinpoint where that point is from where attention is flowing. It's right in the center of the head, the most well-protected part of the human body. Right where the pineal gland is, right where the pituitary body hangs, the medulla oblongata. If I talk to you about the anatomy of the head, it's exactly in the middle, behind the eyes, in the center. That's where we are conscious from. That's where we are alive from. That's where our sensations come from. That's where thoughts come from. That's where the mind functions. That's where everything functions. And that's how we know there's a physical world outside. If we can put our attention there, what would happen? The longer you can hold the attention there, the more unaware you will become of your surroundings. Same principle. The longer you can hold your attention there, the more you will become unaware of your own body, starting from the limbs, starting from the hands and feet, and withdrawing and going through the whole torso. And one day, if you hold the attention there, you will not even know you have a body. I'm not talking of an out-of-body experience. I am talking of withdrawing your attention to your own self and awakening to a new level. Not that this body is there and you are now using a heart chakra or some energy centers to go and experience something separate from it and linked with a silver cord to this body. I'm not talking of those experiences. I am talking of awakening to a different yourself by becoming unconscious, unaware of the physical body. Anybody can do it. It's not a very special technique. We all use attention. A 5-year-old child is using attention, and a 100-year-old man is also using attention. So meditation, in order to discover yourself, is possible for anybody from 5 years old to 100 years old, irrespective of nationality, color of the skin, irrespective of gender, sex, anything. It doesn't matter who you are. It is open to you. It's the greatest gift given to us. It's the greatest gift to be able to use your attention to withdraw to your own self and awaken to a higher reality of your own self and discover that what you thought was your real self as a physical body was merely a sensation created by yourself, created by consciousness in order to have a physical experience in a physical world.